I'm giving this particular segment its own feature because of the personalities that are going to be mentioned and their basic positions. But the one that troubled me the most was Ben Carson, because as Roland's going to state, last week he was jumping up and down about the race card being pulled on him by black people, which is ridiculous. But it's funny, everybody else has come out denouncing Trump for his attitude in this particular situation, and Ben Carson hasn't said word one.
I think that, look, if you're the Democratic Party, you know exactly what is going on here, and the bottom line is this white backlash is real. There is tremendous anger, and folks can dance around this deal. So when you hear, when Trump says at that rally, yeah, are you from Mexico? We know exactly what he's doing. And then to have Ted Cruz and to have Marco Rubio, two Latino candidates on the ticket, to have not only that, and let me say this right now, to have Ben Carson not say a damn thing.
Yes.
So how can you 1 week ago try to question the blackness of President Obama, and you don't even have the guts to call out Donald Trump for not denouncing the KKK? What does he think he's angling for, to be vice president?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, as it relates to the party, it looks increasingly like Trump's going to be the nominee. If Trump is the nominee, it tears the Republican Party and conservatives asunder. The party will go down in flames. And I don't think, and also, I don't think that the party's looking long term in terms of down ballot and what that's going to do down ballot. The whole question of House, Senate, maintaining the majority, those kinds of things are coming in play.
But what do you mean by go down in flames? I mean, I'm asking that because Trump is riding on the success that he's getting from delegates and from his party, in terms of these white people who call themselves Republican who are voting and supporting him. So where the flames gonna come from?
Well, here's the thing. In terms of the party itself, you have a lot of people who are anti-Trump who are not coming out and saying that in fact they are anti-Trump, number one. And these are people who are in the Republican establishment.
Why are they not coming out?
Because they don't.
Homosexual, I mean, they're not, why are you not coming out? I mean, what's going on? I mean, why would they come out?
Well, because of the delicate political balance that they have. These are political operatives who are concerned about, if they come out to deal with the issue of Trump, what's going to happen to them in the long run. There's a lot of discussion going on.
They're scared to get attacked.
Yeah.
He's attacking. Here's the deal. Trump is attacking everybody, and he's like a Rottweiler. And so even you have these other billionaires who they are afraid that he will trash them, that he'll give their phone numbers out in public. And that's what they're scared of. This man has totally punked the GOP.
Yeah.
He's totally punked them. I mean, they literally, the New York Times had a story over the weekend where they were trying to create the super PAC to raise money that was anti-Trump. All these billionaires are scared. They literally are scared of this man.
Wow. So the Republicans then, in essence, have allowed their party to be taken over by a zealot because they're afraid to stand up to a bully.
As I said on ABC this week when everybody thought I was crazy, you let evil in your house, and evil is now consuming you. And what was funny, Alex Castellanos was sitting right there on the panel. I made the point, disagreed, but the New York Times story came out. He was one of the operatives who was trying to raise the money from the billionaires to create an anti-Donald Trump PAC. But they're scared. And so now it's Super Tuesday. Now on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton is likely going to run the table against Senator Bernie Sanders. And then Trump is going to run the table on the GOP unless they somehow, Ted Cruz drops out or Marco Rubio. Look, this guy's going to have an open path, and literally they are going to nominate somebody who makes race-based appeals to the public as the standard bearer of the Republican Party. And now the real question, will conservatives have have any conviction to say, I cannot stand with this man. Eric Erickson used to work with at CNN. He's already said, he said before, hey, if he wins, I'm going to vote for him. He said, finally, that's it. I cannot vote for this guy. And other conservatives, well, between him and Hillary, I'm going to go with him. That means they don't have real convictions.
Well, what's interesting to me is this, to me, is the natural outlet, unfortunately, of the whole Lee Atwater strategy to its most extreme end. I mean, decades ago.
At least Atwater played cute with it.
Well,
this
that's
is
what I'm
even
saying.
far more overt.
That is true. I mean, for decades ago, the Republican Party has become just scientific in their use of race-coded language in order to energize the white racist vote, particularly in the southern part of the country, but all over, right? And it's just that now it's evolved to a point where they're no longer worried about, being race-coded. The public now has been sort of entranced by this person who has been very overt in his racist appeal. And it's basically the chickens coming home to roost.
At the risk of sounding very, very cynical, Roland said they didn't have conviction. I think they do have conviction. And I think a lot of people support Donald, what he's doing. And I think there's a lot of people in the Republican Party who are afraid to publicly say that they support him, so they're just being quiet. Because he's just one man. I mean, the Republican Party, in terms of numbers, are bigger than one man, allegedly. So if you have a bunch of people in the Republican Party that disagree with this man, why don't you coalesce and come out as a large Republican body that disagrees with the man?
Yeah.
What do you have to lose other than your white supremacy strike?
All right, then, folks. So tight 1 second.